In the quiet village of Umidike, nestled between rolling hills and vast farmlands, life was simple yet demanding. The people toiled from dawn until dusk, relying on the bounty of the land for survival. Among the villagers, one woman stood out for her resilience and determination, Adamma. Her story was whispered in hushed tones, a testament to the unyielding power of a mother's love. Widowed at a young age, Adamma had faced a life filled with hardship. Her husband's untimely death had left her alone to care for their only child, Chima, just a baby at the time. Despite the odds stacked against her, Adamma was determined to give her son a life filled with opportunities she never had. From the moment she lost her husband, Adamma's life became an unending cycle of sacrifice. She rose before the sun each day, preparing herself for the arduous labor that awaited her in the fields. The scorching heat of the midday sun and the biting cold of early mornings did little to deter her. Her hands were calloused from years of planting yams and cassava, yet she wore her scars with pride. Every seed she sowed, every crop she harvested, was for Chima. Her dedication extended beyond physical labor. Adamma believed that education was the key to breaking the cycle of poverty that had ensnared her family for generations. However, the village school charged fees she could barely afford. While others in her position might have given up, Adamma found ways to make ends meet. At night, after long hours in the fields, she wove mats by the dim glow of a kerosene lamp. Her handiwork was intricate and beautiful, and she sold the mats at the local market to earn extra money. Even when she was exhausted, she pushed herself, fueled by the thought of her son's bright future. Adamma's sacrifices were not always understood by those around her. Neighbors often gossiped about her relentless work ethic, questioning why she put herself through so much for a mere boy. Why waste so much effort on a child when you have no husband to help you, they would say. But Adamma was undeterred. She often responded with quiet dignity, a mother's duty is to ensure her child can stand tall, even when she no longer can. As Chima grew older, he began to understand the weight his mother carried. Her sacrifices were etched into every aspect of their lives, from the threadbare clothes she wore to the meals she skipped so he could eat. Though he often pleaded with her to rest, Adamma brushed off his concerns. "Your future is my strength," she would say, her voice filled with unwavering conviction. When Chima reached the age to attend secondary school, a new challenge arose. The nearest school was in the city, miles away from Umidike, and required more money than Adamma had ever seen. The scholarship Chima earned covered part of the cost, but there were still expenses for uniforms, supplies, and travel. Adamma knew that sending her son to the city was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and she was willing to pay any price. With a heavy heart, she sold the only possession of value she had left, a small plot of farmland inherited from her parents. The land had been her safety net, a source of security for her old age. Neighbors and family members tried to dissuade her, warning of the risks. "What will you do when you have nothing left, Adamma?" they asked. But she remained resolute. "A mother plants seeds she may never see grow," she replied. "My Chima will be my harvest." In the city, Chima thrived. He poured himself into his studies, determined not to let his mother's sacrifices be in vain. The bustling streets and towering buildings of the city were a stark contrast to the quiet village he had left behind, but his mother's teachings stayed with him. He remembered her words of wisdom, her unwavering faith in him, and her tireless work. Each achievement he earned was a testament to her love. Years passed, and Chima's hard work bore fruit. He became an accomplished engineer, earning accolades and securing a stable life. But through it all, he never forgot his roots. While his peers pursued wealth and status, Chima's heart remained tied to Umidike, where his mother still toiled in the fields. When Chima finally returned to the village, it was a day the people of Umidike would never forget. He arrived not just as a successful man but as a devoted son. In his hands, he carried the deed to a new house he had built for his mother, a modest yet beautiful home where she could finally rest. As he knelt before her, tears streaming down his face, he said, "Mama, everything I am is because of you. This is for the nights you went hungry, for the land you gave up, and for the love you never withheld." Adamma, now aged and frail, could barely speak through her tears. She cradled her son's face in her hands and whispered, "I only wanted you to fly, my son. I never expected you to carry me along." The story of Adamma and Chima became a legend in Umedike, told around fires and passed down through generations. It was a tale of unyielding love, sacrifice, and the enduring bond between a mother and her child. Adamma's life was a testament to the fact that true love requires sacrifice, and her legacy lived on not only in her son but in the hearts of all who heard her story.